Good morning, students. I welcome you this morning to PCR114 class. The title of the course is Introduction to Conflict Resolution Processes 2. It's a 3-credit unit and it is a compulsory course by status. You are expected to know a lot about this course, and I expect you to be patient in going through this series of course outline before we go into the proper lecture. I remain your humble lecturer. I am Dr. Samuel Okpeyemi Iroye, an associate professor of conflict resolution and strategic study. I'll be taking you this course, and I can assure you that if you take all your time to watch all the series of the videos, go through your virtual library, go through your course material, and every other beneficial material that shall be posted onto you via the virtual learning environment, I want to assure you that if you have done this or you will do this, you will not regret it. Going to the course will become very easy for you, and I enjoin you and appeal to you to take advantage of it, not only for your examination, but for the purpose of acquiring the required skills and knowledge for every day-to-day practical operation as regards the profession of peace practice and conflict resolution. I don't want to assume that after this program, some of you may not want to go further. I want to believe that after this, your degree program, you might want to take the interest of going further to the master's level, to the PhD level, which is an opportunity we are ready to give you at the National Open University. So I expect you from now on to take a full advantage of this course, because if you, no matter whatever you want to do, as long as you intend to go further in this course, you are going to need what we're going to be discussing in this course, because it is a fundamental rudimentary course in the study of peace study and conflict resolution. PCR114, Introduction to Conflict Resolution Processes, introduces you to the various conflict resolution process, introduces you to the various conflict resolution processes. It is a 3-credit unit course and is the second part of PCR115. At the end of this course, you're expected to have adequate grasp of the meaning of conflict, have the knowledge about the evolution of conflict resolution, understand what causes conflicts, know the types and dimensions of conflict, among all other things. The course is important because it gives you the basic knowledge of all other courses in the course of your study in peace studies and conflict resolution. At the end of your coursework, you'll be expected to write an examination, which are going to be in processes, starting from the TMA, which is tutor marked examination. You'll be expected also to attend a number of quizzes during the process of this study. It also counts for your examination. And finally, you go through the process of final semester examination. I'm going to give you how that will happen as time goes on and what is the expected grade for all this process of examination. The objective of this study are as follows. Number one, you are supposed to examine how conflict resolution as a field of study evolved. explain why violent conflict constitutes a problem, define conflict and conflict resolution and the causes of types of conflicts. You are expected to identify and understand conflict handling style. Number 5, you are to understand the perspective and be able to apply the approaches to peacemaking. Number 6, you should understand and be able to discuss what you understand by anger management. Number 7, you must identify the place of conflict mapping in conflict resolution. Number 8, you must identify the approaches to decision making and their application. Number 9, you must study and know the difference between the Western and African approaches to conflict resolution. And finally, you must generally know how to manage conflict in any given community or organization. Our work has been scheduled into 10 topics, which invariably will run through 10 weeks. So that means it's a serious business and you must be ready to go through the process. And I'm going to be releasing the videos to you one after the other, the materials that you need through the virtual learning environment. So I want you to take advantage of this. Schedule of study. Number 1, we have topic 1, which will be in the first week, conflict resolution as a field of study. Here you are expected to know what is conflict, what are the conflict handling styles, the conflict resolution process, evolution of conflict resolution, breakthrough in conflict resolution, and so on and so forth. Our second topic, which is going to be the second week projection, is conflict escalation and approaches to peacemaking. Under this, we are going to be looking at the 9 stages of conflict escalation, conflict as a case study, perspective and approaches to peacemaking. Number 3, which is the third week, we're going to be looking at conflict resolution in international relations. Here you are expected to understand the method of conflict analysis. Thereafter, you will go through and expect to understand what we mean by anger management. Thereafter, we are going to examine social psychological dimensions of international conflict, types of social psychological processes, interactive conflict resolution, and religious intervention in conflict resolution. Number 4, look at conflict and mind control. And here we'll be looking at technique of mind control, conception, misconceptions of mind control, and classification of the government and mind control. Number 5, we'll be looking at conflict mapping, which includes group conflict formation and approaches to decision making. Number 6, we're going to examine attitude, change, and persuasion. Attitude, change, and persuasion. Here, we're going to be examining audience attitude. We will try to examine what we mean by audience sources of motivation, audience cognitive style, audience state of change, mental and emotional preparedness in building peace. Number 7 topic will be examining peace building initiation, or rather peace building initiatives. Another area you'll be looking at building and transforming peace from below. We also look at conflict as a concept, then conflict resolution and reconciliation. Number 8 topic will involve peace building approaches as a topic. And under it, we are going to examine the Western and African approaches to conflict resolution. Whether you believe it or not, the African society have their own styles of handling conflicts even before the advent of the colonial masters. So we're going to together be looking at the Western approaches, that is, the foreign country, particularly the so-called Western countries, and in conjunction or vis-a-vis the approaches adopted in the West Africa on conflict resolution. Under that, we're going to be looking at traditional methods of conflict resolution. We're going to look at facilitative mediation process, and then we're going to look at the job of the mediator. Number 9, we are going to be examining conflict strategy and social change. Here you are expected to know what is social change. You must understand conflict as a strategy in social change. You must understand practical insight and challenges to conflict resolution. Having gone through the 9th week, which is expected to be the last topic, we're going to take the 10th week, which we're going to use as a review week. So the target in the 10th week is to do a review of what we have done from the 1st week to the 9th week. Like I said earlier, at the end of the coursework, you will take your tutor mark assignment, which is going to give us an aggregate of 30 marks. You are also expected to participate in the contribution class, in the discussion class, and attend to your quiz, which will give us the total of 10 marks. Then after that, you will take your final semester exam, which will give us 60 marks. That is the 60% of the total grade expected in this course. I want to assure you that going through this course will be an interesting period and process. And if you can take your time to go through it, understand it, and make attempt to apply it to your everyday today life, I can assure you that you are not bound to have any problem, both in your examination and in your everyday today life, because this course is a practical course. I will not want to waste your time. This is an introductory lecture, and I'll be expecting you after this to take advantage of all the materials that will be posted on the virtual learning environment. There will be different lectures on video for you to comprehend and remain your humble lecturer in the next class. You're welcome.